Hi fellow dreamers, in this video we're going to talk about premonition dreams. What are we supposed to do when we have these dreams of the future? Are we supposed to share them with people or keep them to ourselves? Thanks for joining everybody. My name is Carolina. As you know, I focus on doing children's books like these right here that promote love, unity, and peace, and I also help my followers interpret their dreams. The reason we do this is because when we listen to our dreams, we're connecting with our subconscious, and when we share them, we connect with one another on a more profound level. So let's get started with the topic of today, and those are those dreams of the future, right, that foretell what may come. What are we supposed to do with these dreams? Are we supposed to tell people or keep them to ourselves? Let's get into that. Before we're able, though, to decide what we do with this information, we first have to understand what the dream means to us. Now, you can use all of the tips and tricks we've talked about on this channel, and the most important one is to let the feelings guide you within the dream. So let's take a moment to look at this dream that you're having. I've had a couple dreamers say that they're having dreams of like the future for humanity, what it can look like in the future. And some people are saying that it's causing some fearful energy within them, and they think maybe they're supposed to share it with people, maybe they're supposed to warn people. But let's take a look at the dream for what it is first, okay? Let's accept the images that we see. Let's accept who is with us in the dream. Let's accept the community that we find ourselves with. And also, let's also question this. What am I doing within the dream? What are other people doing? How is this different than what I'm living now? Okay, when we start asking ourselves these questions and start exploring it, we start understanding what the dream is trying to tell us about waking state. But now that we've done that, we need to take it a step further, and then we need to ask ourselves, what is the feeling that I'm feeling during this dream? Because remember, the feelings are going to guide your interpretation. Oftentimes, dreamers tell me that they feel a sense of urgency, a sense of like the need to help in this situation, to assist, right? And oftentimes these dreams of premonition are precisely that. They're here to guide us and to let us know, hey, be ready, because this could be a future, right? This could be a future. And what do we mean though by being ready? If we see something that can happen to humanity, how can we possibly be ready for that, right? There are a couple things that we can do, and one of them is to provide more loving energy to the situation. Now, what do I mean by that? When we see a vision in a dream of something that is going to happen possibly to humanity, to our community, etc., it can leave us with a sense of needing to help, right? And in order to do that, we need to be ready. We need to be able to provide loving energy. We can do that by offering our services. We can do that by running a food drive. We can do that by connecting with other people and bringing help, bringing assistance to this community or to this situation. There's so many things that we can do, and oftentimes these dreams come to us before situations like this occur, so that way we can be ready to think about these things and to be ready to help in this way. So it kind of already starts triggering thoughts and ideas of how to help and how to assist. Now, remember this too, when you have a dream of a future, and if this future looks fearful to you, looks scary to you, if you're having fear within the dream, try to let that go for a little bit, okay? Let it go, because what's happening is that you've received a gift, okay? You've received an insight into a possibility that can happen in the future, and really it's a huge responsibility, because at that point you can decide, number one, am I going to let this fearful energy guide the day, guide my dream world? No, we don't want to do that. Number two, we can look at it with loving eyes and say, thank you. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Thank you for letting me know that this is a possibility, but that I can do something about it. I can help. I can bring more loving energy to this situation. It doesn't have to happen in the way that it was seen in dream state. Okay, why? Because we are all creators, and we can all add a little bit of love to a situation, to a particular community, etc. We all have a responsibility. So if you're having these dreams foretelling of the future, remember that you have so much internal power within you, and that is one of the main reasons why you're having this dream, because the universe, the world, is going to need your loving energy to help and assist with this, all right? That's one of the things. But then number two, whenever you're having these dreams of the future, these premonition dreams, we have to be really honest with ourselves too. For example, during waking state, am I filling myself with a lot of, futuristic things? Am I filling myself with a lot of fearful things? Am I fearful of the future in general? Because if I am fearful of the future in general, if I am running my life with this energy, then it's very normal that it trickles into dream state. All right. So at that time, that is not necessarily a premonition dream. If anything, it's just a reflection of what is going on with waking state, how I'm living my life in waking state. So we have to be very honest with ourselves when we receive a dream of this type. We need to be honest and accept whether I am doing these things in waking state or not. Because if I'm not doing these things in waking state and I'm getting this message, this dream, and I feel it in my heart and in my soul that this is something that's here to prepare me, then I have to accept it as it is, and I have to take responsibility, right? Now, when you have these dreams, ask yourself this question before sharing it with anyone. If I share this dream, will it provide more loving energy to the world, or will it provide more fearful energy to the world? Okay, this is a huge responsibility for folks that have these dreams of the future. If we know that sharing this information is going to provide loving energy, of course we want to share it, and of course it should be shared, right? Whether that be by us verbally saying it to someone, whether it be by us putting it in a book, whether it be by us creating a song, whatever, but it needs to be shared. Now, if this dream is going to create more fear in the world, let's look at it differently. If we know that we've seen a fearful vision of a future possibility, it is our responsibility to add more loving energy to this, right? Because remember, if we share it and if we talk about it and if we give it energy, what are we doing? We are literally, helping create it in this world, in this reality. So if instead we accept this dream with loving energy and say, thank you for letting me see this possibility, and thank you for allowing me to add more loving energy to this situation. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to do something different in waking state. I'm going to look at the situation that I connect with in waking state and offer it more loving energy. I will provide my services. I will volunteer over here. I will be here to support this group of people, this community, or this particular individual, right? I am going to do that. Why? Because I don't need to talk about how fearful it was in my dream state. I need to instead provide more loving energy to that situation, because my inner self thinks, hey, this is a possibility for this person or for this situation. So now it's my responsibility, since I can see a little bit into that, it's my responsibility to be there with loving energy, ready to assist and provide some support for this person or the situation. Now, we can go on and on about dreams of premonitions, because I know a lot of you have been having different kinds. I've been doing one-on-one consultations with you, and those have been amazing. Thank you so much for connecting with me and for sharing that information with me. And I invite you to continue to share your loving energy with the world. If you have a dream of the future that is fearful, pivot, right? Pivot, look at it differently, add more loving energy to the situation. You have the power, you are a creator, and you can help provide more loving energy to that person, situation, or whole scenario. All right. Now, the last thing I want to tell you before we get off today is that on Monday, guess what? It is my birthday. Woohoo! It's my birthday. I'm very excited and I'm very thankful for another year on this earth, on this planet. It's just been great. So I'm going to do just I don't know what I'm going to do fully yet, but I'm going to do a special video for you all just to celebrate how far we've come as a community. And that'll be for Monday. And then for Thursday, we're going to get into the Thanksgiving spirit, Thanksgiving holiday. And of course, as you know, we're always giving thanks. We're always appreciating all of the wonderful things we have around us and within us. So I'm going to do a special thankfulness meditation that we can all do together. That's for Thursday. So guys, also, holidays are coming up. Get your little books for the kids and for the family of Lupita and the Magic of Mexico. This one, or Lupita and her Magical Dreams. This one right here is the newest one. So get your version in English or Spanish on Amazon. But guys, I send you a huge hug. I send you love, unity, and peace, and we'll be in contact. Bye, everybody.